In a Bondi Vet digital exclusive,
This must be Pixie. Hello, you.
Scott embarks on a quest to help a brave rescue puppy after an horrific attack left her with lifelong injuries.
This dog has been bitten and the skull has been crushed.
Yeah.
Does it surprise you that she's still alive?
So we're gonna get that spleen out of there.
Can Dr. Arvid save a beloved bulldog before it's too late?
He's very special to me, very close to my heart.
The mass had already started to rupture. You know, the clock was ticking on him.
Hey, settle down, mate.
And Tim puts his croc catching skills to the test in the great Australian outback.
He's making a big bellow, a rumble, and it's travelling right up and through me, and I tell you what, it's scary. You make my world a better place. Come on, there's your girl. I can depend on you.
Pix, come on, there's a good girlie. Is this all different, Pix?
In West Sussex, rescue dog Pixie is enjoying a walk with her new family before heading in to see Scott.
Alright, almost at the top. Keep going.
The little pup belongs to expectant mum Katie, but it was her mum Daphne who first discovered the tough little street dog during a holiday in Italy. Daphne witnessed Pixie caught in the middle of a horrifying dog attack.
She was literally covered in blood. It was all over her face and coming up her nose, out of her mouth, and she was just screaming, really screaming. Good girl. I was nursing for 37, 40 years, but that was one of the most awful things I think I've ever seen, really. It was... I can't describe how bad it was. It was just terrible. The eye was bulging right out of its socket, the whole eye.
The badly injured pup was immediately taken to the local vets, where she underwent life-saving emergency surgery.
Pixie wants a tummy rub.
I know, look.
She loves her tummy rub, doesn't she?
Yeah, she
loves tummy
rub.
Daphne relayed details of the shocking attack to her daughter Katie back in the UK. And when Katie saw the pictures of Pixie, her mind was made up to adopt the brave little dog.
Me and my son were looking in my emails and we both fell in love with her. And we thought, if she survived this long, she's definitely worth the fight. And we'll try and get her over here.
You're such a good girl, you are.
The family then had to raise enough funds to bring Pixie back to the UK.
The moment that she was in my arms, it was just sheer relief. She put her paws onto my shoulders and she just snuggled into my neck. I was in tears because I didn't think she was coming, and she curled up and went to sleep.
She's a lovely little dog.
But Pixie still has a tough battle ahead. The dog attack has left her with serious ongoing issues.
Both of the eyes are weeping.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
We know one eye she definitely can't see out of, and we need Scott to see how much she can see out of the other eye as well. And the other problem we have is if she's in a new place, until she knows where she's going, she walks in circles and she bumps into things. When she gets discombobulated, that's what she does. Come on, Pix.
Katie is hoping Scott will be able to help her brave little rescue dog.
Although she's only been with us 5 weeks, she is a massive member of our family. Her personality shines through, and it's making sure that she is happy and healthy.
Come on, good girl.
And having seen Scott and the work he does, it's in his hands now. Pixie, come on, come on. Come on, Pixie. Get that eye sorted out.
In St Margaret's, Katie and 9-month-old rescue dog Pixie have arrived to see Scott.
Good girl.
Hello, Katie. How are
Hiya,
you? I'm
nice to
Scott.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This must be Pixie. Hello, you. Oh, hello. Oh, that's
I apologise.
yes, quite friendly, quite over-familiar straight off the bat, isn't it? Hello. Hello.
She does love her cuddles.
Oh, even with a vet. Ooh. I think I see what the problem might be. All right, then. Shall we come into the consult room? Hey, you're going to give me a cuddle? Huh?
She will,
Oh.
she will give you proper cuddles.
Little Pixie, the little scruffy fur ball. Straight away, she gives me a hug, which is just absolutely adorable. 2 fluffy paws right around my neck. Loved it. This eye, Katie, tell me all about it.
So she got attacked by 5 dogs when she was a very, very tiny puppy. And the actual eye ball came out of the socket. So it was put back in with help of my mum and the veterinary nurse, my mum.
So no, let's stop you there, Katie. Her eye popped out of her head.
Yeah.
So she got attacked by 5 dogs.
Yeah.
And then so I came
Right
popping out.
Yeah.
And then your mum leapt to the rescue.
Grabbed her, put a towel over her face, and they then took her to the vets.
But you don't seem particularly traumatised by the whole thing, do you? It really makes me feel desperately sad to think that poor little Pixie at just 5 weeks of age, being set upon by 5 dogs and potentially suffering a lifelong injury. I believe she's a beautiful, special little creature that deserves a lot of love and a lot of treatment. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's have a little look underneath that unbelievable fringe you've got going on, haven't you? If you just hold around the shoulders for me, Katie, there. Let me have a look. I know your eyes had more attention than it ever needs, but oh my goodness. Looking at Pixie's eye, you can see, unfortunately, that it is what we call an end-stage eye. It's very small, there's a cataract that's formed within it, so unfortunately, the left eye is completely blind. Good girl. Let me have a look at this one.
No, baby.
Okay, let's see. Good girl. Does it always flick like that?
Yeah. And when she goes into somewhere that she doesn't know, she just circles, she bumps into things, and the perception isn't great. So worried about the other eye as well.
Yeah, for good reason. That is relentless flicking. Looking into the right eye, I was quite hopeful that this would be a functional, happy, healthy eye that was completely normal. Unfortunately, it isn't. So I just wouldn't mind plunging us into darkness for a second. Can you just turn the light off? So let's see. Good girl. So the back of the eye, the retina looks absolutely normal. There doesn't seem to be any issue going on with the eye. The concern I have is now 2 things. First of all, that flicking, which is called nystagmus, which does tend to indicate some sort of neurological injury, but also her pupil is only barely responsive to light. It's really upsetting and shocking to see we've got a left eye that's non-functional, and I hope that that would be my focus, but instead, I'm more worried about the right eye. That's the only eye this poor little dog has left, the only eye that's functional, but unfortunately, it's not functioning very well. Can we just pop her on the ground and just have a look and see what she does? I just want to see how she behaves on the floor.
Come on, Pix.
Oh, wow.
If she's in my flat, she's fine. She knows where things are. But if it's a new environment, that's when we have the problems.
Okay. That's not normal.
No.
It's really distressing to see the clinical symptoms that little Pixie's showing. She's a young dog. She's already been through a massive trauma with her eye, and now it seems she has this neurological issue. It's very sad. My advice here is that we send you to a specialist ophthalmologist who is a vet that knows lots about eyes, and they'll have a good look at Pixie and work out what, if anything, we can do, because it may well be that eventually you're looking after a blind dog.
Yeah.
A very beautiful blind dog, however.
It was very shocking. Wasn't expecting it, but she's a fighter. She's fought this hard for this long, so at least we can move forward in the right direction.
You know, as tragic as this is, the one benefit of youth is that she just goes, well, you know, I barely remember seeing, so actually I just get on with it. I love my new family, you know, and I'm going to make the best of it.
Good.
Pixie will be given medication to help with the nausea caused by all the circling, and Scott is going to arrange the specialist appointment.
She's beautiful. Yes, you are.
Pick, come on. Hey, good girl. You're going to go with Scotty today.
In West Sussex, it's now the day of Pixie's eye specialist appointment.
Good girl.
But there's been a family emergency, with owner Katie going into labour.
You scallywag.
So her mum Daphne is looking after the little dog. And Scott has stepped in to handle the specialist visit.
I know that's the farm dogs, but you don't need to bark.
Hi there, you must be Daphne.
Hi, how
Hi,
are
I'm
you?
Scott. How are you?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Pixie. Good to see you again, beautiful.
Oh, gosh, you do recognise him, yes.
Hello, baby girl. Speaking of babies, What a drama for you this morning. So Katie's in the hospital
She's
now.
in the hospital.
About to give birth at any minute. It's been a few weeks since I've seen little Pixie, and actually she's looking a lot better. She seems very bright, very happy and enjoying life. And I feel the anti-nausea medication that I prescribed has had a real impact on improving her quality of life. But she still has some very concerning neurological symptoms. The spinning and also the eye flicking seems to have maybe even got a little worse. So I'm really looking forward to taking it to the specialist today and understanding a little bit more her problems.
Say bye to Grandma.
Bye, darling.
All right, we'll see you later, Daphne.
See you
Take
later.
care. Bye.
So terrific help Scott taking Pixie for her appointment, and then hopefully we'll know what to do after that.
That's a good girl. Here we go. Here we are. Let's go and see the eye doctor. Come on.
Ophthalmologist Rob Lowe is handling the consultation.
Hi there, Rob.
Hi, Scott. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Hello. This
This
must be Pixie.
is your patient for the day. This is Pixie. She has quite a few fairly horrific injuries that she suffered in Italy, and unfortunately her sight is not great. So you're the man to see about that.
Well, hopefully so. Lovely. Right, if you'd like to come on through this way, we'll
Yes,
have a little
please.
look.
Great. Come on then.
Come
Let's
on then,
go.
Pixie. Good girl.
Good girl. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure right now because it is a first for me to be squiring a patient of mine through a specialist appointment, all the while the owner is trying to give birth in a hospital. So that's definitely a first for me. I just hope that I do a good job and that Pixie comes through it okay.
Let me have a little look at this eye. Well done. So just looking at hand movement towards the eye, as you appreciated, there's not much response to that hand movement, and yet she's quite capable of blinking when I touch the eyelids, which indicates that we've got a problem with the visual signal being sent up to the brain. So we're going to take a bright light and shine this into the eye now, and what we should see is a constriction of the pupil, and there should also be a blink response as well as the eye tries to protect itself from the external bright light. And we can see that there's no constriction of the pupil occurring, and there's no blink response, indicating we're lacking a dazzle response as well as a pupillary light reflex.
The tests done by Rob confirm Scott's suspicion that not only is Pixie blind in the damaged left eye, it appears she also has no vision in the right eye either.
Good girl.
Scott now wants to show Rob her strange circling behaviour.
It's a little like a whirling dervish. She just goes in circles, particularly when she's stressed.
So she's circulating round to the right the whole time. There's no signs of her actually being able to turn around to the left.
It would definitely suggest something more central. No, that's not just a simple eye problem, is it?
No, there's something more going on.
Okay.
Having examined Pixie, we've found that she is unfortunately non-visual in her one remaining good eye, and we have certain signs such as the flicking of the eye from side to side and the circling, which suggests that this is a central nervous disease problem rather than a problem directly with the eye itself. OK, little Pixie, you're going to come with me. We'll get you introduced to the anaesthetic team, get you anaesthetised and get your CT performed.
To work out what might be causing Pixie's behaviour, the little dog will now undergo a CT scan.
All right, bye, beautiful.
Yeah, well done.
All right, see you on
OK,
the other
we'll see you in a
side.
little bit.
See you in a bit.
Thanks very much.
Taking a CT scan gives us a 3D image of the brain and the skull.
Good girl.
The biggest concern would be is if we were to find some sort of growth, and that would be absolutely devastating. So I don't know what we're hoping for, but we're definitely hoping not to see that.
Okay, let's just slide you back a little bit.
Assisting Rob with the CT scan is Nurse Emma.
Let's get you settled.
So under the CT scan, we're looking to see if there's any skull abnormalities and any asymmetry. We're also going to be using some contrast to highlight any vascular areas within the brain which may indicate that there's a growth or something like that within the brain itself. OK, oxygen's on.
OK.
OK, we're connected up.
Sending through, OK.
OK. I just hope that this isn't going to be an ongoing deteriorating problem for her, and that's my big concern at this stage.
How are you getting on?
Yes, well, we've got some great images through. Really, now we just need to work out what's happened. So we've had a look at the skull, and if we do a cutaway of this 3D model here, as we look at this also in cross-section, we can see here that what should be a nice, bony, hard palate running in a straight line, pretty much back to this area and then forming the base of the skull. So lots of gaps within there, and it looks like it's been displaced up towards the brain as well. And then we've also got this advancement of bony-like material into the brain cavity itself. So there are a number of processes going on here which may well start to explain why we're seeing these neurological changes with Pixie.
So it seems like this dog has been bitten and that skull has been crushed.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing. This is more of a crush injury rather than a straightforward fracture, and that's pushed bits of bone in where it shouldn't go, and that's what's probably causing these brain injuries.
Does it surprise you that she's still alive?
Not only is she alive, but she's a happy little dog.
Yeah.
And that's just testament to how well dogs cope with adversity like that. Her eyesight isn't going to get any worse because, unfortunately, there is no eyesight left anyway, so she's not going to miss that any further. And, in fact, what will happen is over the next couple of months, she'll spend quite a lot of time adapting further to that loss of eyesight. And that's what Pixie has hopefully got to look forward to, is that adaptation and getting back to a semblance of her normal life.
Come on, sweetheart. Good girl. Let's see it. Oh, poor baby.
While Pixie's blindness and brain damage can't be reversed, Scott's optimistic that a care plan can be worked out with her family that will give her a good quality of life.
This little girl is such a fighter. She's woken up quickly from anaesthetic. She's no worse for wear, and considering the extent of her injuries and just how catastrophic those changes are, what a plucky, strong little girl. So proud of her. So brave. Good girl. You have a little rest, eh?
Two hours later, Pixie has slept off the anaesthetic, and Scott is returning her to Daphne.
He's a good boy. Who's this coming?
Hi, Daphne.
Hi.
Look who I've got.
Oh, Piggy. Picky Wicky.
Here she is.
There she is. There's a little girl. Hello. There you go, Toby. I told you she'd be back soon.
She's been such a good girl today.
She
She's
is a
really
good
done
girl.
you proud.
She's
Yeah.
a very sweet little dog.
She's not only very sweet, but incredibly brave.
Yeah.
Certainly the images that I saw today were horrific. The trauma that she sustained from that bite really was beyond unimaginable.
Really?
Yeah. But there is some good news, because the fact is, you just wouldn't believe that's the same dog that has suffered this terrible trauma. She was lucky enough that this happened early in life,
Yes.
and she has developed through it.
Yeah.
She's never known a life any different from what she's living right now. The only issue that I have that we need to address with regards to your family is this. You feel that she gets worse when she's in a new environment, in a new situation.
Yeah.
I actually believe that it's anything that stresses her, anything that's different, change, all those things lead to that
spinning.
repetitive spinning, which is not in her best interest.
No.
On the drive back from the ophthalmologist to Daphne's house, I was deep in thought. I just was really trying to work out what's the best thing for Pixie, and coming back and being in this beautiful warm room and seeing the lovely Daphne snuggled up with little Toby, I knew what the answer was. Katie loves this dog, and I know that. But she's just about to have a new baby.
I know.
She already has children.
Yep.
And ultimately, where is the best place for this little dog? Is it with Katie and her growing family? Or is it with Grandma, who is quiet and comfortable with a loving dog beside her, sitting beside a beautiful roaring fire? Daphne is an ex-ward sister, so she's very adept at looking after patients with complicated issues. And so I couldn't think of a more perfect owner for Pixie than that. She lives in a lovely environment. So really, to have someone one-on-one focus on Pixie's best interests, I think is the perfect world for her.
She needs Toby as well for stability.
She's following Toby because she can smell Toby.
She smells Toby.
And to have a canine companion that can help her navigate this world, now we know that her vision is gone, is so important.
Yeah, I know.
And to have small children and babies and the noise and everything that comes with that, I just don't think it's the right thing for Pixie. And I think, despite how heartbreaking that might be for Katie, I actually think she wants what's best for this little dog. And I feel the best thing for Pixie is being with Grandma.
Yeah. She's going to have the best life she possibly can. We're going to take her out and show her the countryside. Oh, yeah, she's going to have a good life. Who's this baby? Who's that?
6 weeks later, and there's good news all round from Pixie's family.
Hannah, Pixie likes flowers.
Does she?
Katie delivered a healthy boy named Harry, and her little rescue dog Pixie is now enjoying a much quieter life with Katie's mum, Daphne.
Picky, come. Picky, come. Good girl. Pixie's doing really well now. She's not spinning as badly as she was. She's putting on weight. She's developing into a lovely little dog, which is wonderful.
It's also Pixie's first birthday, and Scott has stopped by to help celebrate.
Hello. Hello, guys. Hello,
How are you? How are you?
Good. Mwah. Congratulations. Here's this little man.
This is Harry.
Hello, Harry. Aren't you gorgeous? Hi, kids. Hello, Daffers. How are you, darling?
I'm fine.
You
thank
all right?
you. Yeah.
Mwah. Good to see
And
you.
you.
Hello, baby.
You got
Hello. Toby. Hello, mates. Thank you very much. And the birthday girl. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Today is an unbelievably special day because this gorgeous little dog who's had such a harrowing existence so far has made it. It's her first birthday. Well, Mummy really does well and truly have her hands full.
Yes.
So Pixie coming to stay here with Grandma in this gorgeous environment.
It's the right decision for her, and it's the right decision for us as well. Although we do miss her, we miss her terribly, don't we, Bobby?
That's the tough thing about being a dog owner, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
like being a parent. You have to put them first, and the best thing
Exactly.
was for her to be here.
She fits in. She's just a member of our family. Doesn't matter if she lives with me, doesn't matter if she lives with my mum. She's a member of our family, and that's all that there is to it.
All right, well, I'd like to see this little princess in motion. Hey, should we see what you like taking for a little walk? Hey,
She
just a
loves
little walk?
walking.
Does she? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Pixie, come. Hey, look. Well, that's awesome. Good girl. Pixie's case has been different from the usual. I haven't been able to pick up a scalpel and fix the dog. I'd say if I was walking in a park with a dog like this, I don't think people would know she was blind. Instead, this has been a case of support and of care, looking after a family and helping them through a tough time. And it's wonderful to have a day like this where we can all sit together, joyful and happy with the dogs that we love. It's very special indeed. Well, a birthday party isn't a birthday party without some presents, is it? What's in here? Look, this is for you.
Wow.
This is for you, yeah? And this is for your little brother. There we go.
Oh,
It had to be doggy.
yeah. No, thank you so much.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go, little Harry. It's as big as him.
It is. There you go.
And this is for you, my little princess. There we go. Happy birthday, baby.
In Atlanta, Georgia, it's a big day for Jenny and Will and their British bulldog Money.
Hi, how are you?
Drop Money off. Money, who's an English bulldog, is being dropped off today because during our physical exam we found that there was a mass on his spleen.
Money is a very special dog to me. Money came into my life at a very low point in my life, and I adopted Money shortly thereafter that, and he just filled a hole and filled a void.
Good boy. Money and Jenny adopted me about 5 years ago, so I came into their life 5 years ago. But Money to me is, he is literally like my second born.
I love him so. I love Money.
Yeah, me too.
Bulldog. He's my dog.
Hey, how you doing? Doing good? Good to see you guys. I'm gonna talk with the owners. They're a little worried, and rightfully so. Definitely understandable, because we're gonna have to remove that spleen. Because we don't know what the mass is. It could be potentially malignant, or it could be benign. Okay?
If the tumour on the spleen is benign, then Money can be cured. But first, it has to be safely removed.
Do they bleed?
Yes. Any tumor on the spleen can rupture. If it does rupture and he bleeds out, it can be very rapid or very rapid demise.
You know, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna stay positive.
Yeah. I don't want you to, and it's easier said than done, and not stress, because that's your baby. That's your,
Yeah.
You know, he's like your child.
Thank you.
All right. This surgery that I'm about to do to remove the spleen is a major operation, and there's risks involved. But no pressure, right? No pressure. We're gonna take care of money and get this spleen out. Oh, we go. All right. Yeah, we got it. So you gotta love these guys. Don't they always look like they've had one drink too many? Look at him. Look, man. Yeah? You all right? We're gonna get through this. The thing with these surgeries is that you never know what you're gonna get till you get in there. The spleen is a delicate organ. They need it to help with the immune system, but they don't need it to live. So we're gonna get that spleen out of there, and hopefully we can get it out before it ruptures. When I got into his abdomen and pulled the spleen out, the mass had already started to rupture and was slightly hemorrhaging. So, you know, the clock was ticking on him. So I'm glad we went in when we did. We got it out just in the nick of time. Always feels good to save a life. And in this case, we definitely saved Money's life. The next step, though, is to send that spleen out and keep our fingers crossed that it's not malignant and that it is benign. If it's benign, happy ending all the way around. So that's what we're praying for. Hey there, big man. How you doing? How you doing? Did you behave overnight? Yeah? You gotta clean your eyes out, man. Everything looks good. Everything seems to be holding together nicely. He did great overnight. And there we go. We're gonna send him home today, and I'm sure his owners will be very pleased. Ready, man? Seeing Money go home today was a joy. I know how much his parents love him. He's their baby. He's like a child to them.
Hey, buddy.
Are you better?
As a veterinarian, that's why we do what we do. You're welcome. You're telling me thank you?
Yes.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. See you in a week.
See you in a week.
All right.
Thanks.
Enjoy. Money.
Ready?
Be good, man.
Ready?
Meet the Australian saltwater crocodile.
It's an animal that's more feared than understood, and that's probably because it's one of the world's top predators. You could say a perfect killing machine, and its home is here.
I've come up to the Northern Territory to help my mate Milton Jones. A croc has been attacking livestock on his huge cattle station between Darwin and the West Australian border. Over the years, Milton's had plenty of close encounters with deadly salties.
They're probably the worst crocodiles for attacking you. Well, they'll eat you, put it that way.
He's in the big river. We're just getting some traps now to try and catch him and relocate.
First, we need to assemble the traps.
You hold him up, I'll get on him. Bait goes in one end, slides open, croc comes in, grabs the bait, which is donkey leg today, trap shuts.
Jump in there and put your rope up that end again now. You pulled it out too much.
He's off to set this one near to where the problem croc was last seen. As we head home for supper, we hope the rogue croc is hungry enough to fall for our trap. Next morning, there's exciting news.
We've got to get down the river. There's been a croc spotted down there, good size. It's right near one of the traps we set, so could be our croc.
My colleague Scott will be trying to track it by boat, while I hitch a ride in the chopper. It's the result we've been hoping for.
Scotty, you there, mate?
Yeah, go ahead.
We've got a croc in a trap, mate. I don't know if it's the one we were after, but it's a good size. You're right to come give me a hand?
Be there shortly.
Have a look at this. Oh, it's a big croc. There's no doubt about it. That crocodile could take down a small cow and certainly a person. Wow. We need to move the croc. This hole here, no access either way to the river. It's just a hole and the cows are coming down every day, so there's a good spot upriver we could drop him. Let's get to it. Mouth open there, watch your fingers. Hey, settle down, mate. Settle down. Okay, he's in a good spot there, jaws open. He's making a big bellow, a rumble, and it's travelling right up and through me, and I tell you what, it's scary. Let's get him out of there. There we go. Get that through, Scotty. Can you take that rope through? Look at that croc. Geez, it's intimidating when there's no bars. Ready? Just watch him. Okay, take sideways, Scotty. Right? Yep, let's go. Come on, mate. Right, a bit more. Just take this one. I'm gonna jump on. Hold that. Keep that pressure on, boys. And pull forward. Scotty, you tape up. That's it. What a croc. Cross him up. Feels good when that mouth's shut. Look at that hand. It's as big as mine. Just an awesome creature. Crocodiles have a 4-chambered heart. They can shut down 2 of those chambers at any time. That's really unique. They're the only animal on Earth that can do that. When they're hibernating or laying still on the bottom of a river, they only pump blood to the major organs, like the brain and the lungs. There's no need to pump it to the limbs. They can stay submerged for up to an hour. Righto, mate. We're just going to put a blindfold on. When she's in the dark, can't see, she'll feel safer and won't stress. It's time to go for a ride. This thing must weigh 150 kilos. Head at the back, boys. Head at the back. Skip around. Up. Hope she's getting frequent flyer points. See you, mate. Good luck. Good. See ya. Not every day you see flying, Crocodile.